You're listening to The Rob
Anybody?
and Dawn Show. Call Rob
Anybody!
and Dawn at 888-989-9811 or listen online at radradio.com.
All right, a few emails, RAD at radradio.com. First one's from Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
She's watching on RAD TV, which you can only access through the membership site at members.radradio.com. She says, "Hi, Queenie. I just wanted to say you look stunningly beautiful with your hair up this week.
So stunning.
I wish I could do stuff like that with my hair, but it just doesn't work out for me. I don't know if you work really hard at it, but it totally seems like it's something you do flawlessly."
Well, normally my hair is quite unruly. Like, the way I normally wear it with the extensions and then curled and laid in a Veronica Lake-esque style.
Oh, yeah.
That normally takes me about 45 minutes to do. This has actually been the result of me trying to do less heat styling and put extensions in less, because I always have to wear extensions and style my hair a lot because my hair is damaged from wearing extensions and styling my hair a lot. So I'm trying to break the cycle, and I spent most of my weekend watching like Y2K, early 2000s, late 90s, like chick flicks and rom-coms. And so the fashion really, really hit me where I live. And so it kind of revitalized my excitement. And a lot of the hairstyles at that time were shoulder length. So I picked up on a couple looks that I was into and bookmarked them in my brain. And I've been kind of messing with those this week.
Always a story.
Yeah, I love it.
We got a follow-up. This one is from Steven.
Hi, Steven.
Responding to the woman who wrote in with her variety of questions, and one of them was, when the show ends, you guys just leave and you don't say goodbye. Please tell me you have a meeting where you say goodbye.
A meeting.
Steven says, I think she thinks it's weird because you all seem like a family, and for you guys to just leave and not say a word to each other would seem weird to someone who's not used to it. I get that. It's the idea that the show ends at 10 and the RAD TV goes off, and yes, we pack up, we take our stuff out of the studio, and this presumption that we just silently walk away and nothing else happens. Or the opposite, that we would have a meeting, which I do understand. I do think most people believe that that most shows like ours, because most do, we don't. That's why we're good at it. Get together and do an autopsy of the day.
No, God, no.
We do none of that.
Email me.
But as we described in the previous break, if we see anybody on the way out of our building, we say goodbye.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we don't seek each other out because we're just going to see each other 19 hours later or whatever it is.
These doors you see us go in and out of don't lead to outside.
Right.
There's a whole building.
Good point.
Outside of these rooms that exist that we go to.
Right.
Yeah.
I always hate that. Like, if a guy is trying to hit on me online and like he's happened to listen to the show before and he'll be like, wow, you've got great hours, you work 4 hours a day.
Totally.
I'm instantly like not replying, done. You think that I sit around and like talk for 4 hours and that's my whole life and like everything's just so easy. Can't deal with you.
That's all we do. And we got an answer. I should have thought of this being the commissioner. I should have at least realized this. But we did get a perfect clarification from Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Somebody wrote in and said, actually, they wanted to know the answer to the question. The Raiders, they kicked the winning field goal on Thanksgiving Day in overtime on first down. And their question was, well, what happens if they miss? Do they have 3 more down? No. If you kick a field goal in the NFL and you miss, you lose possession. It goes over to the other team. My question was, I was trying to figure out why did they do it on first down. Mike says, here's a scenario. If the Raiders muffed the snap on first down and recovered, they could still try the field goal on second down. That's exactly right.
Oh.
If something goes wrong before the kick happens and the Raiders still control the ball, then it's second down and then they can kick the ball.
What are they muffing?
I love
The snap. If you don't know, you don't care.
muffing the snap.
Yes.
I don't know, but
Right?
I want to. That sounds fierce.
It's a move or something. Muffing the snap.
This is why girls have no place in sports. I had this one saved up, too, because Dawn will totally overreact to this and get mad at it. A new poll asked the most popular sports team for boys age 13 and 17. They've been doing this for decades, and it's usually the Yankees or the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
It depends on who's really good, right? But it gives you a little sign of the younger generation, what they're into.
Oh, boy.
For the first time in the history
Oh, God, no
of the poll,
Oh, my mind is going off the board.
the most popular sports team for boys age 13 and 17 revealed that esports are now more popular with teenage boys than real sports.
Oh,
Video games.
Yeah.
there's a place for it. I get it. That's fine. Yes, do it. But no.
Now, let me define. how they came up with this. So what they do is they go out and they ask, what's your favorite sports team? And as I said, usually it's the Yankees or the Cowboys. No, the most popular team is FaZe Clan. They play everything from FIFA to Call of Duty video games.
It's not a sports team.
And they're now more popular than any real sports team, as 22% of all teenage boys say they root for them.
We're done. Shame on you, parents. Shame on you. Whatever generation that is that's raised in that age range. Shame on you.
Well.
Because you know what? They should have a sports team and then say, oh, and then my favorite video game is whatever you said, Shock and Awe or whatever it was.
Shock and awe.
FaZe Clan.
FaZe.
And by the way, I'm sorry that I was so wrong that Dawn would completely overreact.
This is
to this story.
devastating.
Well, just to respond to
Damn it.
Dawn, some of these generations, these younger kids are playing video games. Guess what? Their parents are playing the video games with them.
True.
They grew up with them.
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm not saying no to that. I'm saying you're misunderstanding me. Great. Play the video games and play them with your parents. The fact that you ask these children their favorite sports team and they reference a video game is the problem. They should still have a favorite sports team on top of, yes, playing their little video games. Oh my God, the fact they don't even know sports.
That,
They would
by
probably
the way,
think soccer is a sport.
that battle has been lost, and video game playing is considered a sport by the world or by the country, by the society or whatever. It's dumb, but
It is dumb.
It's a lost.
Jesus, and
argument.
we're over. We're over.
This
We
is
are.
it.
This is it.
Over.
This is the correlation.
Not COVID.
Nope.
No.
No, not our politics. This
right
is it.
here.
Boys playing video game, and they're still watching other sports. It's just that FaZe Clan is the most popular team.
That's the problem.
That is it. That right there.
That is the problem.
All of the things we could point to.
Play video games. Play all day, but you still say the Yankees or the Cowboys.
Actually, said FaZe Clan was first. The Lakers are the most popular real sports team for boys aged 13 and 17.
Fine, great.
At 19%. The Golden State Warriors are next.
Really?
Then the Kansas City Chiefs, the Chicago Bulls, the Patriots, and the Yankees.
Okay, well, at least they know some sports.
Although in there, two other esports teams ranked higher than the Bulls, the Yankees,
Oh my God!
and the
what is
Patriots.
happening? What have we done?
Nothing
Like kind of a natural evolution.
Oh my
Kinda-
God.
yeah, we've
It's a
opened
terrible
up-
evolution. Not all evolution's good.
We've opened up another
This is awful.
angle for
Oh my
young
great.
boys.
Yeah, that's fine, but it can't supersede sports.
Why?
Good old sports.
Why can't it?
Because it's the end of time.
By the way, it doesn't.
That's why.
This doesn't mean it supersedes it. It just means that there's one video game team, and that is a sport for anybody under 30. Playing video
Okay.
games is a sport.
What-
That's more popular
What? Okay. What
than
do
any
you-
real team.
And if the next question was, would you prefer to play your, what'd you say, Sultan? What is it? Whatever. Would you prefer
FaZe
to play
Clan.
FaZe Clan or go out and play football?
Well, FaZe Clan's a team. You're not playing that game. That's a team. That's a team of athletes that are playing these video games, and they root for these young men who are playing the game. FaZe Clan is the name of the team. So if you go
Oh my
to
God, this is worse.
So like Staples Center, what was it,
This is
2019, right before
worse.
COVID, Staples Center sold out in a minute and 15 seconds. What was that, about 25,000 people to watch these teams play one another in video game. This is but then
I
if
have
that,
no words.
that doesn't mean that those 25,000 people, all teenagers, let's say, don't then go out and play football or watch basketball. That's all that's being said
I thought
here.
this was their favorite game that they were
No.
playing, and they were and
No.
they were and they teamed up to play the game.
No, that's
It's
why I
a
said
team.
name your favorite
Yeah,
team.
I know, but I'm thinking it's a
Like the
video
Lakers,
game
like
team.
the Cowboys.
Right. But
It's a team of young men who play video games, and they're called FaZe Clan. And then the other two are called 100 Thieves, and the other team is called NRG Esports. Those are the other three. Those are the three teams of young men playing video games that are the favorite teams of American boys 13 to 17 years old.
Okay, well, if video game playing is athletic now, I have dated some incredible athletes without cars.
Not athletic.
Yeah.
Look. Everybody knows my stance. There's only 4 sports. It's not about athleticism. It's a sport. Because there's all sorts of sports that aren't athletic. Bowling, golf. These things are considered sports, but they're not athletic. They might take some hand-eye coordination, but that's all a video game is.
Please.
Video games are hand-eye coordination, and also being in the shape to play, to keep playing as long as you have to play.
Give this to me, please.
What?
Come on.
What shape is that? Round?
This is really bad. Like, that's their team.
Right.
And they go and watch them.
Yes.
They're not even playing a video game. They're watching someone else.
They're not playing basketball when they're watching the Lakers.
That's
They
different.
go play
That's
basketball
sport.
later.
Those are actual athletes that are, like, super talented
But
at
wait,
sports.
I just covered that. There's all sorts of athletes that are super talented at sports that aren't athletic. Again, ping pong. I mean, really, come on. But it's considered a sport. If you go down
I
the
would
whole
prefer
list.
they do a ping pong team.
Really?
Probably
Really?
not.
Remember, see, here's one of the many things you're missing. FaZe Clan are excellent at FIFA, which while it's soccer, it's a sports game, and Call of Duty, one of the most violent video games out there. It's very manly. We should be proud of them.
Yeah, that reminds me. Do you know what type of coordination that Whitney Houston favored?
Nice.
Thank you.
Well, even the kids that do play sports today that are in that age group, we had a letter writer a few weeks ago write in, and she showed that she was going to fire up with a football team, like a younger kids football team.
Right.
They were all talking about video games afterwards, so you can still be into like football and those athletic
And they
sports, and
are.
still
Oh my God.
be really into video games. It's just hyped up right
Okay,
now.
do you, Kyle? You are a typical man.
Yeah?
I have been saying that. Play your video games. I don't have a problem with video games.
I dropped off
I
the video
have
game
a
thing a while
problem
ago.
that their favorite sports team are video gamers. Basically, they're dorky gamers that came out of their basement to go and form a team.
Hey, some of those guys are
Oh my God! And you Call of Duty. These are not our future soldiers. They want it to be La La Playland. They're not actually want to fight a real war.
Well, considering less than 1% of our population ever gets near the military, I'm not overly concerned about that.
When you say that manly, no.
Well,
no, these are the guys that can't even handle hand-to-hand combat.
At least they can handle hand-to-hand video games. And at least they're being attracted to things that have those violent overtones.
They'll be great drone operators.
That is the future, by the way.
I know.
That is
Yeah.
a future war.
What are we, a
It is.
generation removed? We won't even have soldiers pretty soon.
Probably not.
Because that's that. So don't we want? Let's play this out. The world's ending. Don't we want people, men and women, who are great at computers? Because that's where wars are going to be fought
I
and
know.
won.
And I don't like any of this.
Well,
that all of this is going to take over.
But it
Good, I'll
is.
be dead.
It is taking
and it's
over.
great that you're all following along. And
What? So what we should do is we should say no. We're not going to learn computers. While China and Russia and Iran learn computers, we're not gonna.
I don't wanna.
We're gonna drive our tanks and we're gonna have guns. Oh wait, you're gonna drop
Fine.
a bomb on me.
Listen, there's the positive. They're going along with it. I just am glad I'll be dead for it.
What alternative is there other
There
than our
isn't.
entire country to go along with it? It's the
There
evolution
isn't.
of technology.
It's where we're going. I don't have to like it, but it's okay. I'll be dead.
What is wrong with you? So when the missiles came along, you got angry because we should still fight on horseback. That's all that's going on here.
Poor horses.
That's all this is.
I know.
Everything with computers. We're gonna have a relationship with the robot. We're gonna have sex with robots.
I hope so.
Oh, that's
my
already
God.
happening.
You know, all of that.
Right, what's
this
wrong with
like
that?
artificial world that we're creating. That's the problem.
But it's not artificial if there's a human involved. There's just not a second
Barely
human.
a human involved who can't even communicate because they're too used to dealing with things that are artificial.
Why does it have to be all or nothing with you? As Kyle has explained, as I have explained, some of these boys are also playing sports
For
and
now.
also play video games.
For now.
So you can communicate with humans
Yeah.
and have sex with a robot.
For now, but we have all seen it, and most of these kids in their age group, they can't even hold
We have-
a conversation
we have all
with
seen
a
it
human.
in most of
we
these
have
age groups.
talked about it on this very show.
Anecdotal evidence does not make fact, though.
Well, that's the way the world's going. We're all going to be cyborgs here soon.
yes,
Have you seen the
I
new
know.
video games that kids wear? They wear them on their head. Have you seen what an
Oculus.
Oculus is?
Yes.
We're all
Yes.
going to be that
Yeah,
eventually.
I know.
What if we combine sex robots and video games?
I'm
like
down.
so your performance, you earn points while you're doing it. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
You'd need a
Isn't
third
that-
controller, though.
Isn't that the next level of porn?
Yeah.
It's like VR.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I if I'm gonna be a cyborg, I want to be like that hot one that Wolverine dated in X-Men. That one,
What?
I don't know.
Lady Deathstrike, X-Men. Video.
Google that one.
Yeah,
I've watched
She's a cyborg.
X-Men.
She's a cyborg.
Is that the
He
one?
broke her heart, and so she went and became a cyborg as revenge.
Is she the one that's blue?
No, those are the movies. I'm talking about the comics.
Oh.
In the comics, Lady Deathstrike,
Oh,
she
yeah.
becomes a cyborg
I
as
don't read the
revenge.
books.
By the way, we just got an email here, rad@radradio.com, says there are actually Army recruiters that go for these gamers because of the transferable skills.
Yes,
Like
fine.
flying a drone remotely.
Good.
But they don't take the
Great.
job because these gamers are making millions of dollars.
I want us to be top notch and all of that. I'm just saying I don't like that it's going there. God, that's all. That's all. But you know what? You've all decided it, and yay, good for you. I'm glad that
I don't
it's
really
happening.
think it's a thing of you all have decided it. It's the way the world has gone. It's not like a bunch of people got together and said, "Hey, you know what? Do we still want to fight wars with missiles and men, or do we want to?" It's like it's just happens.
No, I know. I just mean society in general.
How else are you gonna go
is
along with it?
Yeah, but everyone is so open. Oh yes, let's have sex with robots. Oh yes, let's have a relationship with a robot. Oh yes, let's have robots do everything and get rid of people.
You don't have
Oh,
to.
Let's never communicate with somebody.
It's
Okay.
it's called this little thing the country was founded on, freedom. You don't have to have sex with a robot,
You
but other
don't.
people can.
That's true, but I don't have to like it.
Ah,
That's also
yes.
America.
The real American thing of you can have your freedoms until I disagree with them.
No, you can still have them.
And then
Oh no! You can. This is true, America. You can still do all that, and I can still judge it. But it doesn't mean you're not doing it. You still are going to do it, but I don't have to like it.
you do have to accept it though.
I do accept it, but I don't like it. I accept it 100%.
Do you, though?
There's no turning back.
Right.
There's no turning back.
Right.
We have all decided we want to be vamped and like
Vampid? You mean vapid? I don't know what vamping is. But
Rampant.
and vapid?
And
I'm
vapid.
not sure that vapid is the word you're looking for.
No, we want to not have true connection.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
You want to be disconnected?
Yes, we want to
Okay.
be disconnected. We want to have as little interaction as possible. I get it. It's where you've all become comfortable. Great. I accept it. I don't like it.
I was comfortable there around 8 years old. This is my utopia that we're heading towards.
It so is.
Less and less human interaction, the better. And especially if you can control the human interaction.
Well, no, now
That's
see, now
fantastic.
I can get on board with who you're choosing to have interaction with. That's separate from you have literally lost the ability to have interaction because you have no idea.
As I said to you, it doesn't have to be all or nothing.
But it just seems it's going there.
All right, got a bunch of emails here that I have not pre-read. Let's see what happens.
Uh-oh.
Trevor says, I love how Dawn is still stuck in 1980 with her opinion on video games and gamers.
No, what?
I have a friend who is a former Marine, and he plays games 3 or 4 hours a day. Not all gamers are the stereotypical fat slob in their mom's basement.
Okay,
Get with
well.
the times.
Yeah, but that's just fun to say. What? Oh, that would have been so fun. Oh, well, the gamer that's tough that just fought a war. Come on, we all picture the loser in the basement. I mean, that's just funnier.
Jacob says, I don't think
God.
Dawn realizes how much actual skill and strategic thinking goes into actual professional esports gaming. I'm an avid gamer, but will never be anywhere close to people such as FaZe Clan. Also, a lot of professional gamers keep themselves in shape, too.
I put up my controller. I've hung it up because I can't play online games like Call of Duty because I'm getting beat by 12-year-olds. They're getting they're basically being born with these skills, and it's almost pointless because I'm just the guy that's just kind of running around circles, pointing the gun up in the air because I don't know what to do compared to what these kids are doing.
Do you all need me to be a video game so you can understand what I'm saying? I am not at all shamed what you're doing or what the skills it takes. No, you've completely missed the point. I don't like how this age group picks video gamers as their sports team. Sports team are the Yankees, the Cowboys, the Lakers, the aforementioned. That was number one. That's my beef. Not you playing games. I'm sure it takes lots of skill. I'm sure I have no clue
That's
how to
believable.
do it, okay?
Totally means that. too.
Jesus Lord.
She totally means
But
that.
your diapers changed?
Oh, see?
man.
Now she's going to demean you.
Babies. I'm not coming down on your skill.
William says, oh, yes, Dawn, believe it or not, I'm 43 years young, Gen Xer. My son is 18 years old. We both just recently got brand new Xbox Series X systems, and we play all the time together.
Great.
I've played video games all my life almost. Actually dating back to the Atari 2600. The original. It makes me feel young, and it's a great way to have a good, healthy, fun connection with my son.
Great, not what I'm talking about. Can we actually talk about the actual topic? This is boring. I am not even coming after any of that. I think that's lovely and amazing, and that's great time for you and your son. I don't know what you were hearing.
Holly says there's a company out of Japan that's very successful, by the way, that makes sex androids as lifelike as possible.
No.
Okay, that's
Very,
gross.
very aware of them.
God.
We just need to get the price point
Hey,
down.
at least she's on topic.
That's what we've got. That's what we've got to get to.
Oh, man.
I do honestly like I'm still kind of trying to figure out my adulthood and then think about things like being a parent one day and like what kind of parent I would be. And I definitely do understand where Dawn's coming from in terms of like letting them be two separate activities. Like video games is a really great activity that you can spend a lot of time doing, but also watching sports if you're interested in it, or playing sports, like traditional sports athletes, is a whole separate thing, and mixing them and placing one over the other makes it seem a little bit less like active and involved.
But it's called evolution. We're not going to have actual sports certainly in 100 years, probably in a few decades.
I know.
Especially with all the concerns about concussions and damage to bodies, we're going to have everything's going to be virtual reality.
I don't disagree with any of that. I don't like it.
Ryan says, I'm a huge not fat gamer, and I agree it's hard to call video games a sport, but it does take a lot of strategy, offense, defense, and more. Just a couple years ago, an esports team won over $40 million in one event. Oh yeah, that was when my eyes were open. That was like 2015 or 16 when Real Sports with that white guy Bryant Gumbel, when they did their first profile on professional video gamers and these teams. I'm like, they won what? I mean, 40 million in one event. It's extraordinary.
Honestly, it is. I think that is amazing that you can find a career out of this. Again, not what I'm talking about. It is not a sport. You are not the Yankees, nor the Dodgers, nor the Lakers. That's it. That's all I'm saying. They're separate. And the fact that they don't know the difference between the two is what is disturbing to me.
Right, and they would take everything you said and make it opposite. The fact that you think those are still sports is why you're wrong, and that's why you need to go die on your porch, because these are the new sports.
I get it.